Hello everyone, this is Highlander from MTG Cardsmith doing another custom Magic card review. This is another card by excuse me, TGBCGakurenZelthorn from his set called Earth. If you haven't watched the previous reviews, please do so. It's important to watch these set reviews in order. The first card is called Miku Warsinger. Okay, here we have a card called Chernobyl Beast, which is cool. I like that. I like that you are referencing Earth here, all right, in your Earth set. So kudos to that. The first two cards we saw did not reference Earth. They kind of just looked like they could have been from anywhere. But hey, here we got a Chernobyl Beast, so very cool. Presumably this came out of Radiation. It's a Beast Horror. I like it. 3 mana, 3/3. Okay. This is a common, excuse me, first strike haste. Okay, this is interesting because when we were looking at Angel with a Shotgun, you capitalized you capitalized all the keywords, and here you're actually not capitalizing the second keyword. So there's a little bit of inconsistency there. I mean, this is the correct way to do it. Also, there should be a space in first strike. So I would say just take some time to really like proofread your cards and make sure that they're formatted correctly. It's important because you might think I'm being a stickler or I'm being unfair or who cares. But the thing is, like, these things stand out when people look at your card, and it'll take away from the design of your card because they're going to be like staring at this first strike here with no space in it. I mean, I'm doing that right now. I'm like, this is just throwing me off, right? So like you want people to not be distracted by things like that when they're looking at your and evaluating your card, right? So anyway, next we've got pay 6, put 3 +1/+1 counters on a Chernobyl Beast if it doesn't have any +1/+1 counters on it. Okay, so that's kind of like a monstrous type effect. I mean, that's cool. I don't mind that. However, so again, okay, so this is a common. All right, let's remind ourselves here. This is a common. So this has a similar issue to some of your other cards, in which case, in the sense that this is extremely powerful for its cost and rarity. So does black generally get common 3/3s for 3? I don't think so. I mean, let's check. Sometimes they have drawbacks. I could be wrong. I mean, modern Magic, they do all kinds of things, but let's take a look. Where we're gonna go. Mana value is 3. It has a power of 3 and a toughness of 3. And these are equal to, I guess. And it's a black creature. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look. Let's see. No, not take seconds to turn. All right. Sorted by rarity. Okay. So Biting Palm Ninja is the most recent example of this. This is a rare. Good card too. Bloodchin Fanatic. This is a pretty old card. Yep, cool. Dread Shade, triple black rare. Okay, so these are all the rares, and we do see 3/3s for 3 in there, so that's cool. Graveyard Trespasser, that's another one. It's Tsunari Toad Rider. Check that out. All right, let's go down to the common end of things here. We gotta look for some sort of more current ones. Okay, Fathom Fleet Border. So this guy has a downside. You lose 2 life unless you control another pirate. This thing can't block unless you control another zombie. There aren't too many of them on the common. Here's Underworld Charger. This one can't block, right? So at common, if you got a 3 mana 3/3, you tend to see downsides on them. That's the point I'm trying to make. This one has very many upsides. So again, we've got sort of a rarity cost power issue here. Haste, and also haste is not, haste, you do see that in black. Blood black creature haste, but I don't believe you generally see that at common. Let's find out if I'm correct or not. Let me throw that rarity in there. Common. Boop. Okay, well here we got a Banehound that does it. Let's sort by release date, so you can see more current ones. Here's an Imp. Okay, so I mean we see some commons, but they're very few and far between. In fact, there's only this many that do it. So, okay, I mean I'm cool with it. It's not unheard of. First strike, we know that can be in black. And we have this sort of green effect here, which I don't. I actually like this green effect. One thing that's kind of a nice design is if you have a cheap creature with an expensive activated ability, and you'll see wizards do this a lot on 2-drops. And the reason is because like if you draw your 2-drop late in the game, you sometimes it just doesn't do anything. It's just a 2-drop, right? But if it has sort of this like powerful effect, you can use it. You can pay some mana. You can make your creature relevant, right? So I like that. I don't have any problem with that. It works with the flavor, right? I mean, he grows, and it's green too, which I like that you made this cost green because green likes +1/+1 counters. So great. I mean, I think again with a lot of your cards, you're putting a lot on here though that you're putting a lot of complexity on here for the rarity again. Like here we have a common with first strike haste and this ability, and it's a 3/3 for 3. So there's plenty of ways you can kind of you have a lot of knobs to turn, as I like to say. You can make this cost 4 and maybe get rid of the haste. You can make this a 2/2. There's a lot of things you could do, right? I mean, but the point is, I think it's a little too powerful for a common. That being said, I think this is a fine card. Like if this were costed a little bit better, or maybe it was an uncommon, for example, or didn't have as many keyword abilities, whatever. I think this would be a perfectly reasonable card. I like the flavor of it. This one again has some formatting issues. You should be centering your text vertically, but I already mentioned that in the other video. So, and this guy could do with some nice flavor text, right? I mean, you could throw in a little something there about somebody getting devoured by a radioactive beast, or whatever. So even if you just put like like that. I mean, don't do that, but I think you see my point. You can put some simple flavor text in here. It'll make the card look a lot nicer. So, okay, I'll give Chernobyl Beast a 3 out of 5. I like the card. I just think it has a few issues. Thank you for watching.